Hi everyone, before we start this video, I would like for you to go to my GoFundMe project, which are at the end of the description below. If you want to go help me with one of these projects, please click the links below, and it will take you to that particular project. So please help me. I need your help. Thank you. God bless. On this episode of Infowars News Blitz, a YouTuber says podcast was shut down for discussing Alex Jones. A daughter was arrested in Dubai for drinking a glass of wine on a flight, and a liberal professor says censorship of Infowars will backfire. That and a lot more, so stay tuned. For the week of August the 13th, 2018. This is the first article here. It's written by McKelty, and the title is called Popular YouTuber Says Podcast Shut Down for Discussing Alex Jones. Channel abruptly received strike for reporting on Infowars ban. Seriously, really? A popular YouTuber, Ethan Callahan, says one of his channels was banned last Friday for discussing Alex Jones and the recent ban across social media of Infowars content. Kelly and his wife, Helena, excuse me if I get your name wrong, ma'am, who ran several predominant channels with millions of followers, reportedly had their live stream shut down in the middle of discussing the issue. As the tweet stated that not only was the stream interrupted, but the channel had received a strike in the process. As you can see here, the tweet says here. In sequential remark said their own streaming video had also been removed, forcing them to finish the show offline. And again, here it is. The H3 podcast channel, which currently holds more than 1.6 million subscribers, features predominantly guests and regular focuses on current issues. YouTube said in response to Kellen that it was looking into what happened and would respond in due time. Yeah, right. Laura goes on to say that without a specific examples of policy violation, Infowars has been banned by companies such as Facebook, YouTube, Apple, Google Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, Speaker, iHeartRadio even, Audio Boom, Pinterest, MailClamp, Stellar, Discord, Spout Media, LinkedIn, Flickr, and so many others. And if you thought that's bad, folks, here's something here. This is what happened yesterday. And yesterday was a wild day too, folks. If I do say so myself as I'm recording this. Basically, basically that's all it said here, but technically, I'm not going to go into it, but here's Alex Jones about that. Okay, thank you. Even just talking about Alex Jones knows his banned is just gonna get you banned. Am I gonna get banned? Probably, just for talking about it, and technically, if they do, don't worry, it'll be for a good cause, folks. Not only that, this social media now has a lynch mob. Are they gonna come after me? Almost certainly, yeah. If you depending on who you're looking at. But anyway, folks, this is an article written by the Daily Caller, which actually linked by Infowars.com. The title is called Dentist 44 is locked up for 3 days with daughter 4 in Dubai jail for having a glass of wine in Emirates flight, and now could be detained for a year. A mother was told of her horrifying ordeal of being locked up in a filthy Dubai jail for 3 days with her 4-year-old daughter for drinking a glass of wine on a flight from London. Ellen Holman, 24, was arrested after being asked by an immigration officer at Dubai International Airport if she had consumed any alcohol on an 8-hour flight. Whatever. The mother of 3, a dentist from the Slovakians, Kent, said she held in a backing, hot and foul-smelling airport detention center and was not allowed to call her husband Gary. Now, Dr. Holmes faces spending up to a year in a strict Arab state for her case to be settled. Speaking directly to Mail.online, she said, "My little girl had to go to the toilet on the ceiling floor. I never heard her cry in the same way as I did in that cell." And you can see all the pictures here and all this other stuff. Alright, that's on arrival. Dr. Holmes was quizzed by immigration officials over her visa, who told her it was not valid. She said she had visited the United States several times before, and as the visa had not expired, assuming it was still valid. I mean, I could go on and on and on and on and on here, but I've got something to show you. And look, and there's a picture right here. Let me show you something. Sorry about the whole thing here, because it's half of this stuff is cut off. You can see here what happened here, and I don't need to read anything here, because you can see it highlighted. I mean, there's no other way of saying it, folks. There's no alcohol in her blood. And not only that, but I'm going to go back to here, because, you know, I'm already in another. But you can see it here. It says that basically she had stayed for 90 days in the previous 6 months, which is kind of unlikely that she is a mother of 3 and working dentist. Her crime was to be right while the public official had wrongfully accused that she needed to leave the country and displayed an arrogant behavior about it. So the alcohol issue was brought up to save the customs official from being humiliated by a woman, which was also a false accusation, by the way, since later test shows that she had almost no alcohol in her blood. And that's just it. He lied. This was all about a visa, and she kind of overstayed it. But enough about that. Going back to the final article here. It's also written by Paul Sebastian. That is called "Liberal Professor Warns Censorship of Infowars Will Backfire on Left." Says hate speech is a political tool for shutting down dissent. Professor Eric Nelson warned in a New York Times op-ed that this kind of censorship that saw Infowars banned from major media platforms this week will eventually backfire on the left. In the article entitled, "If We Silence Hate Speech, Will We Silence Resistance?" Nelson, who is an associate professor of liberal arts at the University of Richmond, writes that monitoring pressure from the political left to censor hate speech may have unintended consequences. Cautioning the leftists could be wary of appealing the likes of Apple, Facebook, and YouTube banning acts of doing this right. If we become overzealous in our efforts to limit so-called hate speech, we run the risk of trapping for the very people we're trying to defend. The professor cites inflammatory rhetoric used to back leaders after the civil rights era, which led them being put under surveillance and subject to harassment by the FBI under the justification of them being labeled hate groups. The article goes on to say that Nelson's argument will resonate with real liberals, but not given as much as the left has abandoned liberal principles and aggressive supporting censorship, so long as it derelicts against political adversaries. And he's kind of right. It's going to backfire big time. And I hate to say it, when it does, look the hell out, because there's gonna be hell to pay. Well, that's it, folks. And oh yeah, about that thing I said about how yesterday was a wild day. I mean, I brought it up in the first half of my recording. I mean, it was. I mean, the shotguns were attacking Alex Jones, and they brought down his site. It was crazy. I was on the pod. I was recording something when Roger Stone got on, and the whole thing just went down immediately. I must have been still on Infowars.com show when it happened, and I guess when I got off of it, it was a 401 not found site. Not to mention, this morning, when I looked it up, it wasn't there either. So that got me a little bit scared, but it's now back up. Alright, that's done. Second reason. Yeah, apparently I now have gotten one of these jobs. And no, I am very, very happy for that, but that means technically I may not be able to, make all these lovely videos you see in front of you for a while, or may not be able to be doing it as frequently as I should. So I might rearrange my schedule to do something about that, but I don't know what's gonna happen. So I'll keep everybody posted here, and yeah, there's gonna be an update about this whole debacle that happened yesterday. But I'll end this video like always. Thanks for watching this video. If you like to read about this article, please go to the link below. Go to Infowars.com or printable.com while it's still up, where you can find hundreds of articles. This is what I had ready for today. This is Info News Blitz on Infogundam, live on Film Number 3. Please like, subscribe, and donate. And please donate to my GoFundMe project. Thank you. God bless.